You're not going to believe what this woman did. My 10-year-old son was just playing football in the park with his friends, laughing, minding his own business. Then she showed up. Bertha. She walked straight over, grabbed his brand new football, and ripped it apart in front of everyone. No warning, no talking, just straight up destroyed it. But what she didn't expect was that this little incident would turn into the biggest wake-up call she's ever gotten. Let me tell you how it all went down. It was a peaceful Sunday afternoon. You know the kind: blue skies, birds chirping, the neighborhood feeling calm. My son Leo had just turned 10 the day before, and I surprised him with a high-quality football. It wasn't cheap either. It had his favorite player's name on it. He was over the moon. That morning, we walked down to the local park together. It's just a few blocks away and usually full of kids playing, families enjoying themselves. The usual weekend energy. Leo and a couple of his friends started tossing the ball around on the grass, laughing, running, living their best little lives. That's when Bertha came into the picture. She lives 3 houses down from us and somehow believes she's the queen of the neighborhood. She isn't part of the HOA, but she acts like she built the place. Every day at 4 p.m. sharp, she walks her tiny white dog, Muffin. She wears a giant visor, tennis shoes like she's going hiking, and always has that look on her face like something smells terrible. She's the type of person who leaves anonymous notes on cars if you park too close to the curb. She once reported a neighbor for having too many sunflowers. So when she saw the kids playing ball, you already know where this is going. Bertha stormed toward them, arms stiff, face tight like she was ready for battle. She pointed at them and shouted, "This is a public park, not a stadium. Keep the noise down." The boys stopped. Leo looked a little confused but politely said, "Sorry, ma'am. We didn't mean to bother you." But that wasn't good enough. She looked at Leo's football and said, "That's the problem right there. Give it to me." Leo, still polite but firm, held the ball closer and said, "My dad just got me this. It's mine." Bertha narrowed her eyes, took a step forward, and before anyone could react, she snatched the ball from his hands, walked over to the edge of a bench, and ripped it. I kid you not, she pressed it against the sharp wood and tore a huge gash right down the middle until it popped like a balloon. You could hear the gasp from the other parents nearby. I had just turned the corner with a coffee in my hand and saw the whole thing. My son looked stunned, like he couldn't believe what just happened. I rushed over and said, "Bertha, what do you think you're doing?" She crossed her arms and said, "I'm keeping the park peaceful." That thing was a nuisance. I stared at her, trying not to lose it. "That was a birthday gift. He's 10. She said, "Then he should act like it." Now let me tell you something. I've handled a lot of rude people in my life, but that crossed every line. I told Leo, "Come on, let's go." We walked home in silence. He held the torn football like it was a broken toy, because it was. He didn't even speak during dinner that night, just sat there looking down at his plate. Now here's the thing. I could have yelled. I could have gone full neighborhood dad rage on Bertha, but I wanted something better than that. I wanted a solution that taught her a real lesson and reminded her that she doesn't control this neighborhood. So I reached out to every parent I knew on our community app and group chats. I sent them the story, and even better, I included footage from the park security camera. Yep, the city recently installed them, and this one caught the whole thing. Within a day, the video had gone viral locally. Parents were furious. Some even said Bertha had scolded their kids before too. It was time for action. We organized something special. Community Kids Day. Every family in the area brought their kids to the park. There were soccer balls, footballs, snacks, music, even a bouncy house. Full-on celebration. Leo, he got a brand new football, this time signed by one of the local college athletes who'd seen the video and wanted to cheer him up. Then came the best part. Right at 4 p.m., like clockwork, Bertha arrived. She looked around and saw dozens of kids playing, running, laughing, and yes, shouting. Every single one of them had some kind of ball in their hands. She looked stunned, like she'd stepped into her worst nightmare. One parent handed her a paper flyer. It read, "This is our neighborhood. These are our kids. Let them play." She didn't say a word. She looked at Leo, then at me, and for the first time in forever, she just turned around and walked away. So always remember, stand up for what's right, even if it starts with a torn football.